Hi, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Falmouth. I'm Michael.
I'm Susan.
Suzanne, what's happening? You got a lot going on.
Everything.
Wow. Everything, anything, and everything.
Everything and everything. Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we got a variety of things as usual. There's a lot of stuff. Joy of Learning class. This is through the Falmouth Public Library. 4 Wednesdays, the 4th, the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th at 10:30 to 12. The Poetry of Emily Dickinson with David Webb.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Talking about this last week.
Oh, we talked about Emily Dickinson last
I
week?
think we did, but it doesn't matter. We'll
yeah.
talk about it. Maybe I was talking to somebody else about it. In town, you're talking about everything. So who knows? Probably my wife if it's Emily Dickinson, but hey.
Emily Dickinson is a candidate for the Greatest American Poet Award.
Yeah.
She had an unusually limited lifestyle, modest schooling, lived at home, never married, never had kids, never had a partner, but had a rich intellectual life.
Well, clearly she had a lot of time to write poetry then.
She wrote 1,775.
So it's kind of like the chicken and the egg. Did she write all those poems because she had no relationships, or did she have no relationships because she wrote all those poems? I mean, I don't know, right?
And within these poems, there's bound to be one you'll like.
Absolutely. All right.
International Book Club at West Falmouth Library. They're discussing Crossbones. Wednesday, October 4th, 3:45 to 5. They meet on the first Wednesday of each month. They're always welcoming new people. They could meet in person or Zoom. And the selections have either foreign settings or foreign authors.
Yes.
And there's a list of all the selections coming up on our website.
International flair.
In fact, our website, falmouthchamber.com, check the calendar of events. There's a lot more information on these events. We can't talk about everything, from schedules to how to sign up to cost, all that stuff. So
it's all there.
falmouthchamber.com.
That's all you need, falmouthchamber.com.
Right.
That's all the news you need, really. I love it.
SBA Cyber Summit 2023. This is a free virtual event on Wednesday, October 4th at noon. Attention small business owners, safeguarding your business against cyber threats is no longer a luxury, but a necessity.
True.
Join virtually at the SBA Cyber Summit, where industry leaders, experts, and entrepreneurs converge to empower you with knowledge and tools to protect your business from evolving digital risks.
Big risk out there now, you're right. Everywhere, every day. So if you don't know, so this is a good start.
This is free and it's virtual, so in the comfort of your own home or office. Genealogy course, methodologies of family history and genealogical research. This one runs from October 4th to November 8th on Wednesdays from 6 to 8:30 p.m. This is by Zoom, Center for Corporate and Professional Education through 4Cs. Introduces the student to basic methodology of family history and genealogical research, included the use of primary versus secondary sources, standards of evidence, record keeping, charts, techniques, gathering, census records, etc., etc., etc. Genealogy course.
Pretty interesting. My sister just wrote a first, actually, historical fiction book based loosely on the experience my grandparents had emigrating here after the Armenian genocide in 1915 and going back. And she used a lot of those things that you talked about to go back into the genealogy. So it's really fascinating when you put it all together and what you learn from it. So that would be well worth time. Yeah.
I dabbled a little bit in the ancestry and found out that my father is a direct descendant of the first Libbies that ever came into Maine from England in 1636.
Wow.
I was able to trace him all the way back.
1636.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Old genes.
But then I also found it's a bit of a rabbit hole. You get started and it can really suck you.
Yeah.
Right? It's so interesting.
You might be related to someone you don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, worth a look.
Worth a look. Joy of Learning class, 4 Thursdays, 10, 5, 12, 19, and the 26th, 2 to 3 p.m. Falmouth Public Library, written language, past and present with Ryan Budnick. Writing, one of the most widespread and influential technologies in the world, has taken many forms across space and time. This course covers the history of writing systems from ancient cuneiform and the recently deciphered Mayan through to modern spelling reform movements.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so if you're interested in linguistics, language, and writing, this sounds
fascinating how everybody from all over found different ways to communicate.
Yeah.
Written and spoken.
Written and spoken, yeah. Narrative Nonfiction Book Club. This is Falmouth Public Library, Thursday, October 5th, 4 to 5 p.m. They are discussing Empire of Pain, pages 1 through 219, The Secret History of the Sackler Dynasty by Patrick Radine Keefe. Presents a portrait of 3 different generations of the Sacklers who built their fortune on Valium sales and then padded their fortune with opioid sales and their addictive painkillers, which helped fuel the opioid crisis.
That's fascinating. So the first part of the book, page 1 to 219.
Page 1 to 219. I don't know.
I think there's a lot to discuss. We're going to probably do 220 to the end. Oh, wow.
This specifically says pages 1 to 219.
It sounds like Valium and opioids would be a lot to talk about.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
2 highly addictive substances, 2 very addicted populations in our society. Yeah. Joy of Learning class, the texture of memory with Ray Nishi. This is another Falmouth Public Library course. 4 Wednesdays, the 4th, the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th from 3 to 4 p.m. We'll cover how memories are formed, what happens when these processes are damaged, and how memories shape our identities, culture, and history. Ray is a retired neuroscientist with a PhD in biology, resides in Falmouth year-round, was the director of education at the MBL, and prior to that, a tenured full professor in the neurological sciences department at the University of Vermont.
Okay.
It's like the last frontier, neurological.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Create a business plan for your startup. This is the Center for Corporate and Professional Education through 4 Cs, October 6th through 13th, Fridays, 9 to 12 p.m. If you are an entrepreneur thinking about opening your business or are already a small business owner and need help developing a business plan, this program's for you.
Because everybody needs a plan.
Everyone needs a plan.
You have to plan your work and work your plan. Kind of going into business without a plan doesn't make a lot of sense. So this, I think,
unless you like walking on a high wire.
Right.
Yeah.
Yikes. Excellent. Good time.
Project Management Fundamentals, Center for Corporate and Professional Education, the Hyannis Center on Main Street in Hyannis. This is a Zoom offering October 6th through the 27th, Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Project management is more about managing expectations than dates, effectively managing multiple projects, resources, and budgets. Project management course will dive into the roles and responsibilities and examine project management in theory as well as in practice.
Good deal.
Good deal. Falmouth Arts Center is having their monthly opening reception on Friday, October 6th from 5 to 7 p.m. over on Gifford Street. It's a potluck celebration. Bring an appetizer, sweet or savory, or a beverage, white wine or non-alcoholic to share. We'll celebrate the opening of their October galleries. The event is free and open to the public.
I mean, you bring some apple cider.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. Hey, we're there. We're into it now, right?
Speaking of this time of year, Pumpkin Day.
Pumpkin Day is coming. I love Pumpkin Day.
Saturday. All right. You must have done quite a few.
We did a lot of Pumpkin Days. Yeah, we did. Yeah, pretty cool.
Saturday, October 7th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. over at Bourne Farm on 28A. At the Salt Pond Area's bird sanctuaries, there's pumpkin picking and crafts and local crafters and food available and live animal show at 11, a giant obstacle course, pony rides 9 to noon, hay rides, music, house tours, and balloon animals. It is a rain or shine event.
But my favorite was always the house tour. You actually get to go into the house that one day out of the year, which is amazing. I loved it. You know? Went to I wanted to move in.
Your kids on the other
hand. No, that wasn't so exciting to them.
Falmouth Art Center is offering Pan Pastels Workshop, everything you need to know with Dawn Emerson, on Saturday and Sunday, October 7th and 8th, 9:30 to 4:30. If you're like many artists and craftspeople, you have purchased Pan Pastels in the past, but didn't quite know how to use them. Join Dawn for a fun, intensive 2-day workshop where you will learn how they differ from stick pastels, how to use them alone or with many other media, and the possibilities to color and layering techniques that stick pastels simply can't do alone.
All right.
Yeah. And on that same theme, at Cahoon Museum of American Art, out in Katuitt, on Saturday, October 7th, fantasy drawing in the garden. Join artist Gabriel Ribeiro in the garden for a creative sketching experience that combines observational drawing and imagination. Develop. Whoa, it's like my mouth ran away with my head. Develop skills drawing landscapes from nature and then add images of creatures like dragons, gnomes, and fairies by using small sculptures as models.
You love that dragon.
Creating a new world. I do. I love that fantasy
dragon,
stuff.
Man.
Oh, the dragon out
there. It's so cool. Isn't it fun?
I love the dragon. And when they had that exhibit, they had on the second floor a polar bear, which was equally as intriguing. But that dragon is very
cool. Yeah.
Instructor Gabriel Ribeiro is a local illustrator and author of the book The Autumn Fairies, open to kids and adults ages 7 and up, and materials will be provided.
Excellent.
Gallery talk with artist and musician Donald Saff, Saturday, October 7th, 2 to 3 at the Cahoon Museum of American Art. Learn about the inspirations for his joyful paintings in the Peaceable Kingdom exhibition. Saff will share insights about his working method, how he creates imagery that is personal and universal, capturing the moment when the external world overlaps with the internal. There will be also a musical performance of original songs by Saff, who is an accomplished musician and composer. Yeah.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of art stuff going on.
Yeah, and that's good.
Like
fall is artistic time, right?
Fall open house and artist reception for Julie Child and Donald Saff. That's at the Cahoon, Sunday, October 8th, 10 to 4. Celebrate the richness and diversity of culture and creativity at the fall open house and artist reception. Meet the artists Julie Child and Donald Saff, learn about their techniques and inspirations. And Saff will also be on hand for a musical performance from 11 to 12. All are welcome, and this is a free open house. Best of the Woods Hole Film Festival. This is all at the Katuitt Center for the Arts. Nice. These are all films. So on October 8th at 7 p.m. will be Back to Buenos Aires, which was the best feature narrative. Story of a brother and sister who returned to Argentina for the first time in their adult lives against the backdrop of the glamorous tango clubs of Buenos Aires. They uncover dark family secrets and the reason why their parents emigrated. Buenos Aires.
Where are you from?
Yeah.
With a tango boot. I love it.
Yeah. Best of the Woods Hole Film Festival Shorts is October 9th at 8 o'clock with award-winning shorts, drama, comedy, documentary, and animation. We're going to tuck in there with the West Falmouth Library Book Club, The River We Remember. That's Tuesday, October 10th, 1:30 p.m. Meets on the second Tuesday of each month, the book club for adults. We're going to go back to the Best of the Woods Hole Film Festival on October 9th at 6 o'clock. Again, this is at Katuitt Center for the Arts.
Okay.
And they will be featuring Patrol, a feature documentary by Camilo de Castro and Brad Allgood. Takes from Nicaragua. Is the winner of the Jury Award, Best Documentary, Feature Documentary.
Yes.
Yes. This is about an emerging crisis of one of the last remaining rainforests in Central America. Illegal cattle ranchers decimate large swaths of the rainforest. Indigenous rangers join forces with American conservationists and undercover journalists to expose the dark world of conflict beef. Best of the Woods Hole Film Festival Shorts 2, October 10th, 6 p.m. Again, shorts, drama, comedy, documentary, animation.
Yeah, the shorts are great. I love how they have the shorts and full feature films. Yeah. Just amazing. World-class films right now.
Oh, world-class. And the cool thing about the shorts is there's just enough length there to really get you in, but you don't have to commit to like a whole night of watching it. You get a lot of variety.
Dangerous for snacking, right? Yeah. Watch a show, I have a snack, another one. Snack, it's going to be kind of cool.
Yeah, it could be.
I like it.
Best of the Woods Hole Film Festival Lakelands. This is on October 10th at 8 p.m. A feature narrative by Robert Higgins and Patrick McGivney, Ireland, 99 minutes. It's the winner of the Jury Award for Best Dramatic Feature. It takes place in a small town in the Midlands of Ireland and tells the story of Sean Riley, a young Gaelic footballer who struggles to come to terms with a career-ending injury after a violent attack on a night out.
Nice.
Yeah, the film depicts youth culture in the Midlands that hasn't been seen in Irish cinema ever before. And finally, Autism at 18 and Older for Parents and Grandparents. This is offered by the Falmouth Public Library, Tuesday, October 10th, 6:30 to 8. Welcomes back Falmouth resident Lisa Jo Rudy for her second talk on autism. And this one will focus on what happens when your child becomes an autistic adult. And this is a first step toward preparing your child or grandchild and yourself for adulthood. Topics will include legal safety nets, SSDI, considering guardianship, special needs trusts, housing options, college, employment, and adult services. Start answering the question, what happens when I'm gone?
Important. So there's a lot going on, I'll tell you, between arts and don't forget all the outdoor activities. There's still out of the bike path and walk and all the wonderful places to go. I mean, it's the best time of year on Cape Cod.
And we have two business after hours.
Two. Tell us.
One is a combined business after hours at the Cahoon Museum, and it's multiple chambers. And there's a few spots left on that.
Okay.
We have a limited spot.
Yeah, it'll be limited.
And then on the 18th, we're going over on the steamship.
With the Martha's Vineyard Chamber. A lot of collaboration
so
going
a
on.
little bit different time too. That's at 5:30. So check our website for information on how to sign up for each of these.
Yeah, so the first one as well, it's us, Canal Region, Sandwich, Mashpee, and Cape Cod.
Yeah.
So yeah, try to come out. It'll be wonderful to see everybody. And yeah, so make it a great week.
Make it a great week.